guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you have not yet been to my channel. My name is Jenalee, and today I am going to be doing a look with my Stormi collection. I have a video posted on the unboxing of this collection, and now I am going to make a look from it. Now, I will say a little disclaimer that I have already recorded a look with this Stormi collection, so this won't be the first time I'm doing it. I just did not like the look that I had made. So I decided to record a different video and try out a new look. So let's hope that I like this one. So I do already have my face primed and my eyebrows on, just because that usually takes the longest time for me, for the most part, is to like do my eyebrows. It just depends on the day. I tried really hard to make them look good today. So let's go ahead and get started with a look and see what I can come up with. Also, if you do like this video, just go ahead and give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. I do have a lot of makeup themed videos right now. Makeup's not the only thing I'm going to be posting or the only content that I'm going to have on here. It's just easier for me right now because of where I'm stationed at. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on today's look. So the first thing I'm going to do is my eyeshadow. I always do my eyeshadow first. Some people put their foundation on first. Some people do their eyeshadow first. I'm one of those people that likes to do their eyeshadow first. First thing I'm going to do before I do my look on my eyes and use the eyeshadow is I'm going to use this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. It is the eyeshadow primer potion. And I love this stuff. I always use it on my eyelids before I put any eyeshadows or anything on there. And I do use a beauty blender to kind of blend it out a little bit. And then I do set my eyes after I put this on. So I do use the Coty AirSpun loose face powder on my eyes after I set it. The loose face powder that I use, and I use it all over my face as well, on my eyelids, everything. So I will say the only downfall with the Coty AirSpun is that it does sometimes cause that flashback or your face to look really white in photos that have flash. Nonetheless, I still really like this powder, and so I do typically use it a lot. But I will say I also haven't used like any other loose face powders. Alright, so I'm going to touch up my eyebrow a little bit because I did get the powder. I do use the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil, and I use it in the shade Ash Brown. So that's what I use for my eyebrows. I've used dips, powders, and the pencil and everything, and this is just the one that I've liked the most. Dips usually look pretty dark on my eyebrows. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and get started with this eyeshadow, and I'm going to use the very first shade that I'm going to use, which I have used already in this palette, but is this 443. And I'm going to use it as like a highlight on my brow bone. And if I did not mention already, I am using the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill brush JH39 for the highlight underneath my brow bone. So a lot of the brushes that I use are these IT Cosmetic brushes that I got a while back, and I got them at Ulta. However, I did notice that they all have the same number on them, which I don't know if that's like an IT Cosmetics thing, but it says what they're used for, so I don't always use them for the right thing, but I like how the look comes out when I use these brushes. So now we are going to move on to the shadow that I'm going to put all over my eyelid, and it's called Perfect Storm, and that is right here. And again, I'm just going to use an IT Cosmetics brush that is for absolute shadow. Doesn't have a number or anything on it. So the next brush I'm going to use is this one, also from IT Cosmetics. I'm going to use this Baby Girl shade and then Love Without Limits. So it's like a lighter, like lilac purple-ish shade, and then a dark one. So the first one I'm going to use is Baby Girl, and then the next one I'm going to use is Love Without Limits. I have not used Baby Girl yet, but this one's going to not go quite all over my lid, but over most of it. I always like to put a neutral shade on my eyelid before I do whatever look I'm doing, unless I'm following like a tutorial or something and it doesn't say to do so. So that's why I did that Perfect Storm beforehand. Now this look probably would look totally different if I didn't do that beforehand, but we'll just have to see. Alright, so the Love Without Limits, so that darker shade, I'm going to just put on the outer corner of my eye and kind of build it up. And I'm just going to use that same brush that I was using for the Baby Girl shade. I'm just kind of slowly bring it in towards the inner corner of my eye. And I also bring my shade out a lot because I clean it up afterwards, which is another reason I do my eyeshadow before I do my foundation. Okay, so to clean up my eyes before I continue, because it looks really crazy right now, I do use baby wipes, and they are seriously, to me, the best thing to clean up around my eyes. So what I do is I just take it and I wrap it around my pointer finger, and then I just wipe up how I want them to look. And it gets like a really sharp edge. Still not really sure what I'm doing with this look, but we'll see how it turns out. And I always feel like for some reason too that the look I do on my eyes looks a million times better once I put my foundation on. I don't know if that's like how everyone feels, but I definitely feel that way. And then I'm also gonna go back in with the JH39 brush right here. Put a little bit more of that 443 shade up top. And then I'm gonna go over the other shades, the Baby Girl and the Love Without Limits, again, and just kind of blend out so that there's not this harsh line from the highlight under my brow bone. So I'm actually going to go in with a different brush. I'm going to go in with the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH32 because there's no makeup on that brush, and just kind of like blend it out a little bit. I'm going to take the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH42 brush, which looks like this, and I'm going to put a little bit of my setting spray on it so that I can pick up more of this Stormy World shade, because I'm going to put that on the crease of my eye, and hopefully it looks good with this look. There we go. I don't know how it's gonna look, so I haven't mastered cut creases or anything yet, so I'm not going to attempt that right now. But when I do attempt it, you guys will be the first to see. I'm going to take that JH32 brush again and just kind of blend around that Stormy World shade, so that sparkly purple, and just blend all the makeup, or well, eyeshadow into that. I did use pinks and purples for my Valentine's Day look that I did, which was pretty much my first time really doing an actual look with the pinks and purples, because I'm more of a neutral and smoky eye type look. So hopefully this one turns out decent. Alright, so now I'm going to go back in with that 443 and the JH39 brush by Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. I'm just going to highlight the inner corner of my eye. Too much with the look, that highlight. It's not like it's a bright like white highlight or anything. It's just a nice little subtle highlight. There you go. Yeah, you can see that. Okay, so now that I'm done with the eyeshadow, I'm going to go ahead and put on my foundation. I do use a beauty blender to put my foundation on, which I also use that, if you saw earlier, to put the Coty AirSpun on my eyes. And then I also use Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer in the shade Porcelain. And then normally I will put foundation on my ears and my neck, but this foundation, honestly, this shade has really matched my skin for the most part pretty well, so I don't always have to put it on my ears and my neck. I will sometimes bring it down on my neck anyways, just to kind of, you know, blend it so that it doesn't look like there's any like harsh makeup lines. Can't have that now. And so also something I do that isn't typical of, I guess, people putting on their makeup, which I will say, a side note real quick that I want to go off, not off, but like on a little rant. So whenever I was starting out like putting fake lashes on or falsies, I would put the eyelash glue on my actual eyelid over my like winged eyeliner that I had on, because I wasn't good at putting falsies on, and for some reason, no matter how long I would let that glue dry, it wouldn't work, and they wouldn't stick on my eyes, or well, on my eyelids, and I don't know why they wouldn't. And I told someone this who is like pretty like big into makeup and putting like false lashes on and stuff, and they were like, oh my god, like, no girl, that's not how you do it, like, you're not supposed to put your eyelashes on like that, blah blah blah. And then it started trending on TikTok that, oh, here's an easier way or a foolproof way to put your lashes on: put the glue on your eyelid. Now I will say though, it is a very easy way to do it, and it's almost a foolproof way to do your eyelashes, and they pretty much go on every time and go on comfortably and stick right away. But if you get that eyelash glue in your eyelashes, that stuff is so hard to get out. But yeah, I thought that was so funny that like I got pretty much ridiculed for it and was like, oh no, that's not how you do it, like that's a no-no in the makeup world. And then now it's like something that's trending and that people are doing, and I'm like, just when I learned how to actually put on eyelashes. When I was going off on that tangent, it was because I also put the Coty AirSpun loose face powder all over my face, because it helps with the contour that I use, because most of the time I use a powder contour, because for some reason contours also don't like working with my face. And so the liquid one that I would try to use didn't really ever look right on my face. And then when I would try to do powder, I would have liquid foundation on and I wouldn't put like a powder foundation over it or like a loose face powder, so it would also look weird on my face. So I started putting the loose face powder all over my face and not like brushing it off or anything, just leaving it on there. And for the most part, my contour goes on fairly well now. I won't say it's perfect all the time because it's definitely not, but it goes on a lot better now than what it used to. I'm also going to put a lipstick on because I got 3 of the like mini lip kits in this Stormi collection. And I will say another reason I did not like my look last time was because the lip kit I used did not go with it at all. And I thought it would because it was definitely more of like a neutral, or what I thought a neutral color lip kit would have been, but it kind of, I guess like with my skin and my lips and stuff, it looked almost more of like a peachy color, and it just did not go with the look that I had. So today I picked out a different lip kit that came in it, and I'm going to put that one on instead and see how it looks. I also like to take another IT Cosmetics brush, which is for, or it says Unstoppable Powder on it, so this is the brush. And I like to just get some of that Coty AirSpun and go down my neck with it, just to kind of help blend it out too. Plus I'd rather have like powder down on my neck than liquid. I'm just going to kind of pat my face too with this brush. I'm not wiping any of the powder off, just kind of patting it down more. And I probably will go over my eyebrows just a little bit more because I do get powder in them a lot throughout my process, since I put my eyebrows on first as well. Next, I am going to do my contour. So I just used the E.L.F. contour palette. Well, I just wiped it off, but there you go. Okay, I do use the E.L.F. contour palette, and I typically only use this shade in it for the most part, which I don't know, there's like no name for it. So now I will say this brush, I have no idea where I got it from or what it's called or what brand it is, because I got it a long time ago, but I always use this for the contour on my cheeks and forehead and my jawbone if I do that as well. And then I use this brush that also don't know where I got it from. I think might have come in the same kit. I don't know the brand, but I use this for my nose. So you can see how that brush is. But I really like using this one for my nose. I did also get one blush in here called Flutter in Love as well. And I'm not a big blush person, but I am going to put it on just for the sake of this video, because for the most part, other than like the Coty AirSpun and like my primer, eyebrows, or my contour kit, I'm using all of the Stormi products. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big blush person, so I try not to go like overboard with blush or anything. So right now I am going back in with that JH39 brush, and I'm going back in that shade 443, which is this shade right here. Pop a little bit more on that inner corner again, because since I do it the highlight before I put the foundation on too, some of it gets covered up by my foundation, which is okay. Like, you know, just go in and touch it up a little bit more. But I still, for some reason, I just still like putting it on before I put my foundation on. But I am going to use the NYX, not NYX, skinny eye marker in the shade Carbon Black. So I always draw the line from the corner of my eye up and then connect everything. I don't know if that's how everyone else does it, but that's what works for me. I do not think that I've ever used this one, but I like how the brush is shaped, and so that's actually why I got it. I'm gonna set my face a little bit with the Make It Dewy by Milani setting spray, and then I'm gonna put the lip kit on. Alright, so now we are going to do the Give Me Butterflies lip kit, and this is my little mini lip liner. I don't know, the shade's not right for me, but lately I haven't liked how lipsticks have looked on me. So with that being said, I don't think I picked the right lipstick for this look either. I do really like the look, so that's a plus. I will say too, I don't know how I feel about the primer I used today. I think I am going to put this lip gloss on though and see. You can't really see it. There we go. I think this is more of a clear gloss but with a lot of sparkles. And this one is called Stormi. So I do really like the gloss. And I like the look. I hope you guys like the look too. I think it looks much better without the lipstick. So I think overall I am very satisfied with the makeup, and I'm satisfied with the lip kits too. I just need to find a look that will go with them because I have not found that yet. So if you guys enjoyed this video, or if you stayed here long enough to see this final look, then go ahead and comment and let me know if you like it or not. Leave any comment you want, any videos that you might want me to do in the future, let me know in comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content that I'm putting out. Give this video a thumbs up and check out my other social media. Thanks guys.